Welcome to 30 Second Chances, where we ask deep, contemplative questions and provide far too little time to formulate thoughtful, reflective answers. My guest today is engineer producer Will Kennedy. Will, how are you, man?
I'm doing great, Daniel.
Good. Glad to hear it. You know the drill, 30 seconds on the clock, and then on to the next question. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Excellent. First question, describe your job to a 5-year-old.
I record musicians and artists and try and translate their vision through to the thing that you get to listen to. And if you're 5 years old, who knows whether that's a vinyl record or streaming or whatever, but I'm trying to make sure that what you hear is what they want you to hear and guiding them through the process of recording.
If I'm 5 years old, I tuned out at the word translate. Next question. What is the most unusual job or gig you've ever had?
Oh boy. The most unusual one I ever had was helping to install a recording console, an SSL recording console in somebody's house in Los Angeles that I had previously worked on while it was in storage because the studio I worked at in New York owned it.
Deja vu.
So I got hired to do this installation, and boom, this was the thing I had seen in storage years before in New York.
Next question. Tell me about an irrational fear or an odd belief you had as a small child.
I still have this irrational fear, and I had it as a small child. It is of large and imposing inanimate objects. So I am deathly afraid, even though I grew up right near it, of Niagara Falls. I don't want to go anywhere near Niagara Falls. Very tall buildings, for some reason, scare the heck out of me. The St. Louis Arch. I have missed an exit on a freeway in St. Louis because I was trying not to look at the arch.
But you live in a big city with buildings.
Yes, I do. I get used to them over time, but
I see. Okay.
That's a weird fear that I have.
Next question. Without naming names, tell me about the worst or most embarrassing concert or show you've ever been to.
Okay. I don't know that I've ever been to an embarrassing show. I never.
Is something really bad?
Yeah, nothing. I got to be honest, nothing really stands out. Nothing comes to mind where I'm like, wow, that was absolutely horrible. And maybe it's just that I've seen so much bad music.
I don't know. I think you're one lucky bastard. Oh my God. Okay, next question. How did you get your most recent injury?
I was bitten by a spider in my sleep. I woke up, I was scratching my thumb. I have a scar here now. And I didn't realize what was going on. I looked down, I had a huge cut, and then I could see two little fang marks in my thumb.
Ooh. Did you move? Did you burn down the house?
No, I couldn't find the spider.
Oh, man. Yikes. That's pretty terrifying. Okay, next question. You've just woken up as a fictitious superhero with a completely pointless or useless superpower. Who are you and what's your superpower?
I am perfect pancake man. And every time I cook a pancake, it comes out exactly the amount of cooked that I want it to be and exactly the amount of fluffiness that I want it to be.
Wow.
Every time.
And you'll have a little spatula on your,
yes.
Yeah, uh-huh.
I'll be in a heroic pose, but I'll be holding a spatula.
Oh, that is okay. I know who to call. All right. Next question. It's been said that if you're nervous in front of an audience, you should imagine them all naked. You're on stage, the house lights come up, and you realize the audience is naked. What do you say or do?
Ooh. I am in shock, and I'm trying to come up with a joke and failing miserably. And they are probably, whatever it was I was about to say is gone. And for the next however long I'm supposed to talk to them, all I'm doing is trying to get myself to not say, "You're all naked," over and over and over again.
Nice to see all of you.
Yeah. I'm not quick enough. I get shocked in that situation.
All right, that concludes our regularly scheduled questions. I'm now going to put 30 seconds more on the clock and allow you to either answer for me a question you wish I had asked you, ask me a question, shamelessly plug something, pontificate on life in the big city, whatever you want. 30 seconds, it's all yours. Go.
Boy, I would like to say, I would actually like to ask you a question. The question is, how did you decide to come up with this thing that you're asking me to do?
It's longer than 30 seconds, but basically during the pandemic, I got very, very bored quickly of all of these companies that were doing webinars with their most boring and droll engineers. And I said, man, these guys need like, 30-second timer and a hook and get them out of there. And um, we did this as a prank and it turned into a real thing. And for like 180 episodes later, it's still here. So,
So we can't talk about compression for 3 hours.
you can, but I don't think your audience will hang.
Nobody wants to hear it.